Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Bro Talk. Yes, we are back. I'm here with Bilal, Isaac, and Mark G, and we are Bro Talk. We're so happy to be here with you today. Happy Monday to everybody. Hopefully, you all had a great day. So, this show is about brotherhood, fatherhood, and manhood, and everything in between. And so, for tonight, we're just going to ease back into the conversation. We've been off for a couple of weeks. We needed to get some time to rest and recalibrate. So here we are. So if this is
I
your
wish I
first
was
time,
rested.
so if you have some time, hit us up in the comments. Let us know that you're here. If you're watching on Facebook, go ahead and like. Also, too, we have a Facebook page, Bro Talk. Go ahead and like that. Subscribe to that as well. And we have a YouTube page. Like and subscribe. All of these things help our channel to keep going, and it's because of all of you and your support that we're still here today, brothers. Man, how y'all doing today?
Hey man, we good, man. Hey, recalibrate. I can't even say it. There's one of those PhD words, man. What's up, man?
Yo, I mean, I'm close. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? I know you're close, man. I know you're close, but hey, man, listen, man. Slow it down, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I have to Google. I have to ask. What they call it? Do you think that everybody using now?
What's that?
Not,
Chat,
not,
chat, GPT.
chat. Yeah, you know me. I don't know nothing about
brother chat. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta ask chat what that mean. Hey, chat.
Chat PhD.
You know what I'm saying? Chat break it down for me, man. So all right, I got you.
It's gonna be a lot more PhDs if they don't get a handle on that Chat GPT or Claude or any of those AI functions. But nah, man, I've just been doing a little bit of reading, bro. That's all
Hey,
I've
man,
been doing. Just doing a little bit of reading.
Hey, you know me, man. I'm just talking trash, brother.
But man, it's good to see y'all, man. So what's new in y'all world? If you just coming here with us for the first time, this is what we do in the beginning. We like to check in with each other and make sure we're doing all right. We got to make sure our brothers are doing all right. We are our brother's keeper. So brothers, man, how y'all doing, man? What's new? What's the word? Ike, I know you just came back from being on the water for like a week. And you still look tired, man. What's going on with
deserved,
that?
well deserved, well deserved.
I was definitely well rested on that cruise, man, and after the cruise. It's just coming back. I've been back for a little while, so I'm not that anymore.
Back
I mean,
to
we just
life.
lost an hour of sleep yesterday.
That was rough.
I was up, and I was up till 2:30.
That's what happened.
Putting together a
Yeah.
bed frame.
That's what happened. He was like, yo,
Yeah,
man, I've
it
been
already
trying
happened
to
to you,
figure
bro.
out.
Yeah, it was Saturday going into Sunday, bro.
Oh, I
It
didn't
was
know
earlier
that,
this
bro.
year.
I didn't know. I really didn't know. Hey, thanks, son. Thanks for letting me know that.
Yo, you got any analog clocks, man? Make sure you spring them joints forward.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put
Makes
spring
sense.
forward in the chat if you watching. Put spring forward in the chat if you happy that there's a little bit more sunlight at the end of the day. Hit us up in the chat.
Man, I'd rather we not, do the like right now. This is, the time, that this is standard time effectively. I'd rather not roll back, man, in the fall.
I'm with you.
The adjustment back is brutal.
Man, getting dark at like 5 o'clock. Shoot, it get dark at 4:30. Before the weather
It
change,
is
man.
what it is.
No, I'm saying I like
Yeah.
I know how it is. Like it's dark in the morning, but it's light till like 7, and then it'll get to almost 9 o'clock once we get in the summer months. But yeah, I can't go back like that, bro.
I mean, Rochester's already dark and gloomy enough, man. So we don't need that extra hours of darkness, man. Going into work at nighttime, coming out at nighttime, ain't no way to live, man.
Ah, man,
How's
darkness.
the weather in Rochester today?
Yo,
71.
it's been a beautiful weekend, man.
Yeah.
Today was 71. Okay, because man,
It
I
was
went outside. It was like 90 degrees down here.
Oh yeah.
We had 70. We had 70 plus a couple of days, and then today was the other day over 70 this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Some of our family members, some of our cousins, man, when they get hot, man, they don't wear no coat, wear
Sick
shorts and
weather, baby. Sick
hot.
weather.
Keep telling
20
people it's
degrees.
gonna change back.
It's gonna be 20 degrees next week. So yo, enjoy it.
Sick weather. I still put on my hoodie. I still dress like it's 0 below outside.
Yo, if you live on the East Coast, especially in Rochester, yo, keep your coat with you. Keep your coat with you. Like the weather can change at any point. That's Rochester for you. I'm trying to tell y'all. But
Man, I ain't put my shovels up. They still right
right
by
outside.
yeah, they right there. Just you know what I mean.
And shoot, I hope salt is on sale at Home Depot. I'm gonna go
Oh
grab a couple
yeah.
bags because it's coming back.
Yo, I had to borrow salt from the neighbor, bro. I had ran out of salt from the freaking snowstorm, ice storm, whatever we had, for like the whole month of January and February. I had to
Yo,
borrow.
stop borrowing snow, man. You gotta stop borrowing salt, man. You gotta
This is the
stack
first
up,
time I
man.
did it.
You
Yeah,
gotta stack up, man. Hey,
Did
man,
y'all
listen.
see, on the news they had like a lot of people were slipping and falling, so they said
Oh yeah.
post their videos on on their webpage, and they were sharing them. I wish I'd have caught my son, man, little by little. He slipped and fell.
Ooh.
Yeah, get ready for school. Hit every step on the side, going down on at the side door, and
Yeah.
but man, we ain't catch it.
Yo, Eli took an L too, man. So he
Oh.
saw that same day, and I'm not laughing too hard because when I walked out to go to work, my first couple steps, you know how like under your house you don't get the rainfall,
Yeah.
right? So my first couple steps, I was cool. I'm like, all right, these sneakers is working. I took step number 3, and I was like, whoop. All right, man, let me go ahead and slide down the rest of this driveway. So yeah, that was a dangerous day out there, man.
Yeah, man. My lady, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna, yeah, man, yeah. That's why I had to borrow the salt. Cause I was like, yo.
Bro, you gotta tell her, walk like a duck.
Yeah. Right.
Like that. Walk like a duck.
Well done. Well done.
Well done. Brewski, what's going on in your neck of the woods, man?
My neck of the woods is cool, man. They have, they have ice down here, messing with people. Not the regular ice, but
Yeah.
It's down here. But to be honest with you, when this thing started, I was in New York. So I went to go check my mom. I went to go, check up on my mom because I really haven't seen her since I got back from Africa, and I have some stuff for her. And she was heading to Jamaica. And so I said, let me go up and spend some time with her. And it was crazy up in New York, man. New York, they don't know where to put the snow. They have
Where they gonna
issues
put
up
it,
there.
bro? Where they gonna put it?
Bro, they need to come up with a system. They need a better system.
Yeah.
I could come up with a better system for New York, man.
I got caught in a snowstorm one year too. I was down there.
But even the cars, man, even with some of the cars on the sidewalks, they gotta have people double park their cars on one side and clean it up each block.
Yeah.
Then have them go back and clean up the other side. That's what they gotta do. It. People gotta be patient. There's no patience in New York, man. Everybody just wants things done, and it can't be done the way it's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? I see Toronto have a system, man, where how they do it. They have something to come through, man, and it's blowing the snow into like a big truck. You know what I'm saying? It's a system that could work for New York. A smaller truck, smaller system, smaller tractor that scoop up the snow, man. The smaller ones, it could work, but they can't have these big ones come down these little streets, and it's 2 cars on the other side. They don't do it right. They don't do it right. So that's why your car got boxed in, and you're there for 4 or 5 hours digging out your car.
Yeah, they don't be caring nothing about
They care nothing about that, bro.
It's snow piled up as high as your car,
bro. And then they're gonna tell you not to throw it back in the road. Where are they gonna throw it? Where they gonna throw it? They're gonna throw it back in the road, you idiots.
That's what I did. I ain't gonna lie.
Place that clean. You know, so they're gonna throw back in the
I
road.
mean, you don't really got no choice in New York City. All you got house and then you got road. Like,
Yeah, bro. That's crazy. So like, I'll be like, and now if my mother got I think in the mail say, oh, your after a certain amount of hours, your driveway or your in front of your house got to be have like a walkway.
sidewalk, yeah.
Oh,
Sidewalk got to be yes, because
Yeah.
if you're not, you get like $250 ticket.
Yeah, so that's like,
So-
is that like a new thing in New York State? Like, I guess because they used to plow the sidewalks. Now, like, you know what I mean?
Bro, I never see nobody plow no sidewalk, bro.
Yo, they came by and did mine.
No, they use. I know that used to be a thing where the plow would come down the sidewalk.
No.
I've never seen one in New York City, not like Brooklyn. I've never seen
New York City, bro.
the sidewalk plow.
About
No,
here.
no, not that it was a thing in New York City, but like, I guess now that they're scaling it back across the state, like I've heard about the tickets not just in New York City, like
Okay.
yeah,
I mean, you're supposed to do the same thing here. Like, we're not supposed to rely on the sidewalk plow. You're supposed to clean your driveway in the sidewalk. I don't know which way it is leading up to your neighbor's house or whatever, but I'm not sure if it's to the right, to the left. I don't know how that works, but
yeah,
New York City, you got to go left and right.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then you have neighbors. Sometimes you got to clean your neighbors too. You know what I'm saying? And one hand wash the other.
That's what I did when I was down in Brooklyn last time. We got some snow was down there, so I just went and I shoveled off Ezra's mom's steps. So I just went ahead and got the neighbors as well too. But
that's how they know you from upstate, though.
Yeah, this is what I do. You know what I mean? Like,
you gotta do that.
That's what it's like, yo.
I don't like that snow at all, though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yo, I don't know why I just had this memory. Yo, I remember when y'all tried to leave me in New York City, man, at the subway. Y'all was wrong for that.
You were wrong for going to Subway, bro. Oh, you talking about when you was at my mom's house? You just ate a big.
That's what I'm saying.
A huge plate of food. Man. I have to think about it. A huge plate of food, and then we stopped at Golden Crust to grab some stuff to take back, and you went to Subway to go buy a sandwich that we thought you were gonna take for the trip. And then as soon as you got in the car, you just busted down and did not leave anything on that Subway. You said my invite to my house was like, oh, you didn't eat. That's what you was telling me at that moment.
I was very appreciative. What I was saying.
He was telling you he had two stomachs.
Hey, B, you had to see the plate of food that my mom gave. First of all, my mom was like, your mom, this boy eats. You know what I'm saying? I said, Isaac, but Kareem eats. You know what I'm saying? So my Kareem plate was stacked. You know what I'm saying? I think we have like even 2 or 3 meats. You know what I'm saying? At least 2 meats we have. It was a Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, and I laid down.
And he went back upstairs and laid down in my room, bro.
Yo, every road trip we've ever been on, there ends up being a Kareem story that involves food in the aftermath.
And it's not like he buy like a half sub. He bought a full sub, Kareem.
Hey, life was different back then, man. But I
paid a full sub,
You went and got you a Jared $5 foot long.
Yeah.
The dude got a foot long, man. And the dude came back in the car. So I'm like, okay, he's gonna have it for the trip. You know what I'm saying? We'll get on the highway, go through Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Nah. That joint was done before we hit the FDR highway, bro. FDR.
That's wild. Bro. Wild.
I was on a mission back then, man.
That joint before we got on Flatbush, man.
Bro, we got on Flatbush, man. Flatbush, you got to go over the bridge. Yeah. I think that joint was done before we go over the bridge, man.
Hey, man, listen, I was enjoying life. I enjoyed it a little too much, but
man,
I'm good now. I'm a different man now.
We almost left you upstairs too.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah, we almost left you upstairs because we called you. We'll come. All right, cool.
I was slumped too, man. That was a good nap, bro. Man, that was a good nap.
Every trip.
Juice, man. Juice had a good life. He had a good life, man.
Yeah, well, we glad the brother has gotten delivered.
Yes, delivered. I'm delivered.
Well, we gonna drive right past that one.
Keep driving. Yep.
Hey man, you know who I talked to, man? He told me to tell you guys what's up, man.
Who's that?
Garrett, man. Garrett said to tell y'all what's up, man. I told Garrett we was talking about him. You know what I'm saying? Garrett was like my mentee, man. I love that brother, man. And he's one of them young cats that got away from me, man. That I definitely, I was trying to, but football and then other things kind of got in his way.
How is that brother, man?
That brother's solid, man. That brother's always solid, man. He's a family man and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's good to see, man. Transformation. Yeah. People.
So if we ever want to get him on the show one time and to talk about something, man, I know I definitely can make that happen.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, speaking of that, if you're still watching, hit us up in the chat. Is there anybody that y'all want us to bring on the Bro Talk? Hit us up in the chat. Let us know. Write the name down. We'll reach out, to them to see, if we can make that happen.
So Juice, you done told us we done told you about our couple weeks in. We our what we done in our little hiatus. I was in Bama. Oh, so basically you want an hour of Bama and bRho arguing.
Yep, that's what's gonna happen.
That's what it's gonna be.
Oh, we gotta get Papa on here too then.
Oh yeah, we gotta get Papa on here, boy.
Hey, man, Bama on here. I get Bama on this show, man. I'm just gonna be quiet the whole time. I'm gonna be like B when B came on the show and didn't say a word.
I remember that.
Yo, I loved it.
I'm just gonna stick my head like this.
Yo, y'all gonna leave bRho Dean alone.
You know what I'm saying?
Good brother.
And then Papa, we're not putting Papa on the show.
Yeah, not unless we do a sobriety check beforehand.
Yeah.
Sobriety check beforehand.
Yo, Isaac said Barack Obama. This guy. Hey, man, if anybody knows Barack Obama,
make it happen.
President Barack Obama.
Hey, man, he's a president. Hey, he's loved, man. I'm telling you, man, he's loved, boy.
It's crazy how you love somebody more when they're gone.
Hey, it was love when he was here, Kareem.
I know.
It was love when he was here.
I just been seeing his videos now more and more. I've been seeing his videos.
Bro, but those videos was from before.
Yeah.
Most of those videos are from before. Now we pull up at the games now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's, whatever, but he's loved, man. Brother was loved, man.
Speaking of like top tier, folks on that level, man. If y'all don't follow him already, follow Brandon Johnson. He is the mayor of Chicago.
Okay.
And I'll tell you in the best way, this brother reminds me of a young Kwame Kilpatrick. When Detroit hosted us for the for a conference, a general convention, man. This brother was the mayor and prolific, man, just intelligent, charismatic. He just checked all the boxes, and this brother really, really puts me in the mindset of him during that time. Just every question you see them try to hit him with and try to trip him up, man, he deals with it head on and has always got a very thoughtful, insightful approach and outlook on whatever the issue is that he's dealing with or discussing. And so yeah, man, definitely check out brother Brandon Johnson, man.
Yeah, man, I got him right here now.
Yeah, he it.
Okay, all right.
And while we on Chicago, shout out to the late great now, Reverend Jesse Jackson. You know what I mean? Condolences and extending prayers to his family and to the community. I mean, like, I think one of my favorite lines from a movie is you either die a hero or see yourself live long enough to see yourself become a villain. And so he lived long enough to kind of experience every aspect of the spectrum of what the community can see you as, and survived it all. You know what I mean? And so despite what people feel about him and think about him and have said about various things, and I think there comes a time where people's legacies and lives will be dissected and discussed. I don't think in the immediate aftermath of anyone's passing is that time. I think you just reflect on the positive that they contributed to the world, and despite whatever we might feel about things that he's done that we weren't as pleased with. That man ran for president in the 80s twice. When man, you didn't think it could be done, and he was he put a lot of people on notice that even though he wasn't successful in his bid for president, I think those things happening set the stage for there to be ultimately a Barack Obama to become president.
20 years later.
And shout out the Omegas, man. That was a big loss for them as well. You know what I'm saying? He was a good brothers, man, for the Omegas.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
for sure.
Shout them out as well, man. Condolences, for you guys' loss as well. He's a big pillar in the communities around the world. But even we'll bring that up, man. It's crazy how we haven't seen Kareem president showed up to an event like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that. I don't understand why he don't show up to important stuff.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
I don't understand that, man. Hey, Kareem, we live out in the city. We the city boys. You're the suburb guys, so I have to. You always represent the suburbs. So I have to. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You guys out in the suburb. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I throw that one your way, bro.
He's Kareem president.
Hey, Kareem president, man. So why you don't show up to event that he should show his respect to? You know what I'm saying? I know people may not want him there, man, but sometimes you got to go ahead, man, and just do what the necessary things is. And then you see the line of cats that just walk in, and you see the love that they get. Their wife shows up. I see. I saw her, man. Camilla Harris showed up, pulled up, man. I haven't seen her in a long time, but I know she's doing pretty well for herself. Mm-hmm. She showed up, man, showing love, And Brock is gonna do his thing. You see everybody. Bill, you see Bill. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Kareem, man, what's up with your president, bro? Talk to me. Talk to us. Let's see.
Well, first and foremost,
anytime something starts with first and foremost, it's only gonna go bad from there. So we just
Yep, I'm gonna pass the exit. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna drive and I'm gonna go to the next gas station. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right, man. Got it.
But speaking of, prayers in, I have a cousin who is, who's active duty military, and he's from what I've talked to his sister, my other, my cousin, and his first cousins. You know what I mean? So, it's real tense where he is right now. So, again, if you have a loved one, or if you yourself, man, are military in any capacity, active duty, reserve, National Guard, whatnot, we are definitely praying for you that the conflicts don't get any more escalated than they already are, because it is a very tense time to be alive, in these uncertainties. And I think, I don't know what people's religious background or faith-based affiliation is, but pray. This is a time to definitely be in prayer and get as close to God as you possibly can, because it is, again, we live in a very uncertain time, and you know, and I think I was having a conversation. I think me and my wife were talking about this. I think we heard a reel and we were kind of talking about it, and you just thinking about you know, what our generation has lived through. You know what I mean? So you think about the number of different experiences, you know, I mean, just from the Gulf War and you know, Desert Storm, 9/11, COVID, and now we got this going on. There have been so many, I mean, just, you know, atrocities that we've already lived through and survived, that, you know what I mean? It's, man, we 40 and then live like 60, 80-year-olds.
Well,
I
B,
mean, but
hold on, man. I
yeah.
gotta ask this question, man. In those things that you talk about, man, what did we go through, man? Other than the raise of gas, food shortage, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. What else did we go through?
Well, again, and just using those as an example, I'm, you know, beyond the economic, you know, impact that we've had, because and well, I don't want to even say beyond, because if we're looking at it from the economic standpoint, right? We were a generation of that was told, like, hey, go to college, because, you know, we saw the generation before us not go to college and do really well for themselves in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? My grandmother did not go to college. She, you know, she owned multiple properties, you know what I mean, as an adult, and before she passed away, you know, did very well for herself. They told us, hey, go to college. You're going, you know what I mean? You're going to do way better than we did. And we, by the time we get, you know, get to this adult stage of life, gas prices, the cost of living, everything is astronomically more expensive. So we're not even able to enjoy the fruits of our labor. Like our parents' generation, many of them survived on one household income because the cost of living was so much different. So if you had two incomes coming into a household, that made life that much more comfortable. So the economic impact is one that can't be ignored. But even you know, beyond the I think the economic impact, you know, my father was military, and because he blazed that trail in our family, he had siblings that went. I had an uncle who served in Desert Storm. Ultimately, if anyone's, you know, familiar with like kind of Gulf War syndrome and a lot of the chemical warfare that happened there, he was affected by that. It ultimately claimed his life. People, you know what I mean? People lost loved ones through 9/11. I mean, I remember because we were still in undergrad at the time. I remember, you know, friends kind of going home and coming back and, you know, telling stories about how devastated they were to drive home and just to not see the towers. You know what I mean? Kind of when you're coming into the city, depending on the route that you take, like you could see the towers. That was one of the first things you could see, you know, afar off in the distance. And, you know, to see them, you know what I mean, not be, you know, not there, how emotionally, you know, impactful that was to them. So I think we've survived, and we've been conditioned to just survive and keep going and not necessarily think about it. But I think, you know, we've dealt with a lot of trauma that hasn't been unpacked, and I think it's you know, that's kind of why we're here as a platform, is to, you know, be intentionally thoughtful about the trauma and events in life and history that we've lived through, and how to unpack those experiences for us.
I got a hot take on that, bro, because
I have a hot take too.
Well, you want to go, or you want me to go first?
I'll go because I asked a question.
Okay.
And the reason why I asked that question, man, because I really want us to think. And I always come here and tell you, hey guys, we talk about just everything that's going on in this side of the world, man. There's a lot of things happening in the world that we need to really put it out there to our viewers, that we don't really, you know, we don't really do it. You know what I'm saying? And I look at our country, we could still freely walk, go to the grocery store, jump in our cars, and go do whatever we have to do. But we have people right now in Iran that
I just wrote that word down too.
that
Just as
that
you said it.
that kids. I look at kids have to move. Parents have to move their kids. You know what I'm saying? Hours, places to go live in the woods or other places. You know, just uprooted them. And none of us here uprooting our kids right now for to take them to y'all got to come to y'all not gonna come to Maryland. Maryland's one of the first places. You know what I'm saying? Cats are gonna try to throw some stuff at. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not headed to Rochester. 'Cause Rochester is closer to Canada and safer up there or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not heading up there. We still do our daily things. So when 9/11 happened, man, people tired of us. We the bullies. People tired of the bully. Then they're gonna try to get something and I say 9/11 was wrong, but man, we've been wrong all our lives. You come talk about these other places that we stick our nose into, but we don't have no business sticking our nose in. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people die, bro. A lot of family lose their lives. Lots. You know what I'm saying? Like we here we can't even take a little snowstorm. We buying our water in damn Walmarts and Sam's Club and everything. We just we some suckers. I don't really want to say sucker. I want to say a different word, but the people here, you know what I'm saying? I'm conditioned different because of how I was raised. I'm conditioned different here. You know what I'm saying? I don't go buy out no waters in Sam's and all this stuff when certain things that I don't do none of that nonsense. Once I have food in my house, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? If I have to boil my water to drink it, I boil it, drink it, throw some lemon juice in it, I'm good to go at the end of the day, you know? But a lot of people not conditioned here, man. And then if we supposed to live in the foot of somebody that's in Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, we couldn't survive. We would not be able to survive. And I say we because I'm in this country. I couldn't survive. You know what I'm saying? But we just got to look at this the whole picture of how why people get mad at us, and want to come here and do something here. You know what I'm saying? For us just to get that feeling back again. And that's why you see me, I go to work and I come in. You know what I'm saying? I pray when I'm in these underground tunnels, on these trains or something, I pray to God that I could get out safe. You know what I'm saying? That's it, man. I hop up these stairs as fast as I can get up these stairs. You understand what I'm saying? Because you never know what's gonna happen in the world that we live in today, B. We don't know. You
Nah,
know,
no,
it's crazy. People will die for their country.
I don't disagree, and I totally you know can understand that from a global or geopolitical kind of perspective how what we may experience may not necessarily be as traumatic or as bad as someone in another part of the world.
It's not.
Yeah,
I hear you, but again, charity begins at home. So I can't, as much as I can sympathize for them, you know what I mean. That doesn't disqualify, you know what I mean. What people's lived experiences here and how it affects or impacts them. You know what I mean. It doesn't disqualify that.
yeah, and I think the other part of it too, bro, is that we're not thinking about is when you think about like our grandparents. Now, brew, I can only speak for America, but I think it's 100% true in Jamaica too. When you think about our grandparents, a lot of them have came up from the south to the north, right? But when they were down south, they lived in communities where it was them, and so everything was shared amongst the community.
Mhm.
Milk was shared, flour was shared. If somebody had a piece of a pig or something like that, that was shared. And what I kind of see and what I kind of looked into is that once people started leaving the South because either it was dangerous, there was no work, somebody did something, they had to leave, like one of my family members, and you get here, you get up north, and now you're on your own. You don't have the family unit no more. You up here with a different type of cousin, and you trying to make that thing work, man. And I think we have taken on the attitude of me, I. We got to do everything ourselves. It's just us. Nah, like one of the things I loved about going to Memphis is that I can see the community in action. I can see like people actually get together and lean on each other. Whereas at least I could speak for living on the East Coast and living up north, man, is that that's not always the case. Now there's pockets of it that does exist, but we just have this individualized attitude, and that's just not us. That's not our people. Like we do things collectively, but we're here, and because of a lot of things, we've been, I would say, influenced to think that we need to do everything individually. And I'm going to make your point about school is that I know our parents wanted us to go to school because they wanted us to have a better future and have the opportunity to learn and to do something with our lives. I would say that with school, I think people played on that and they were like, okay, all right, a bunch of y'all coming to school. If you notice, the price of college goes up every single year. I mean, you got one university in central New York where it's like $91,000 a year. Bro, people not making $91,000 a year working a job. And even if they did, that still won't be enough to pay for their education. So what they got to do, they got to take out loans. Our parents didn't have to do that. They worked their way through. Now, it might have took them longer to get money, but our parents, they not living with loans like we are right now. So that's my hot take on it, bros. Ike, what you got?
None.
I'm
not sure where we are with the conversation. Are we talking geopolitical issues? We talking finance? I just know, I agree with Bruin from the fact and the perspective of America is effed up right now, man. And I mean, we're just sitting here and watching an old demented rich billionaire white dude play games with the lives of Americans and the future of America, and that's no different than how he acted, throughout his whole life. I mean, it's really sad that you got this. It's really sad, not him, and I don't know that I can blame him for the chaos and the stupidity and the ignorance that's happening with throughout the world right now. Like, this is the most powerful country in the world because of our democracy, and democracy means absolutely nothing right now. The fact that we have this war is the fault of Congress, who is allowing him to do everything.
Is this officially a war, bro, or is it a conflict?
No, so it's absolutely a war because of this, right? This is as much as they don't want to call it a war, they call it a conflict. They call it, what's the term they're using? Short term right now. Everything's very short term. The reason that it's a war is because when this idiot came into power in January a year ago, right? He said that he and what's his name, Pete Hegseth, they changed the name of the Department of Defense to what? It's now called the Department of War, right? Oh. Why would a man that said no more wars, he's he wants a Nobel Peace Prize because he's ending wars, change the name of an entire department from the Department of Defense to the Department of War if his plan was not to go to war, right? The reason that they initially went to Venezuela, when you think about it, is because Venezuela has a lot of what? Oil, right? Mm-hmm. And when you go to war and you attack Iran, what happens to gas and oil prices? It's going to go up. Yeah. Unless you have a stockpile of oil somewhere else, right? So that's why they made the initial play for Venezuela. In reality, like, we're just watching this dude play Battleship. That's what we're living through right now. And Congress is allowing him to do it. Because ultimately, like, most of the Republicans in Congress right now, they're all rich. They know which organizations, the Palantirs and all this, that in times of war, that if I invest in them, I'm going to continue to make money, right?
Yeah, war is profitable.
Yeah, absolutely. Like the
Learn that.
Marine
Learn that in
right?
school.
Like they're gonna continue to make money. So yeah, I'm gonna let this dude do all the dumb stuff that I know he's gonna do. I'm gonna make my investments ahead of time. I'm gonna continue to make money while I can, while he's in power. And then after the 4 years, I'll go do something else. So it's really just sad to me and unfortunate to me, because the only thing that I think will take him down at this point is the if and when the reality comes out. Eventually it is going to come out that this dude is a pedophile. He's been one forever. For all these stories are coming out that are and people are coming out and talking against him and talking about all the stuff that he's done, right? That's the only thing I think that his base would kick him out of office for. And he's got people in place that are protecting him throughout this process and throughout his presidency. Once his presidency is over or his life is over, then everything's going to come out. And the reality is we allow this dude to run havoc on our country. And that's it's just sad. So I'm not in a position to necessarily do something or make the change, but like having these conversations and talking to people about the reality is what I can do. So I'm just going to use this platform and my platform, to do that, and just hopefully, prayerfully, that the people that are allowing him to do this and allowing him to cause havoc, throughout not just our country, but throughout the world, come to their senses before the next 2 years is up. So we'll see.
There's one thing I just want to say, then I think we can start, wrapping up, because I'm loving this conversation. That I just thought about, what were some of the first things that were focused on during the president's first months of the term, right? DEI, welfare, anything having to do with vulnerable populations. Now, people can believe in God or not. That's solely up to you, right? That's what I'm gonna say. When you take away and overseas, they took away what was it, the Peace Corps and all that stuff. So when you take those things away, I do believe some people call it you reap what you sow. Some people call it karma, whatever the case may be. I believe that it's going to be rough for us in terms of, because of the things that we've done to vulnerable populations, not only in our country, but also in other countries, bro.
Amen.
We can use that "we" real loosely, but we need the folks to know.
Well, not we.
We ain't done nothing. You know what I mean?
Hey,
we can't do much. You know what I mean?
But still, we are here. So I understand Kareem. I understand Kareem. But
I hear him. I'm just saying,
said, oh yeah, we speaking French. We
yeah, like,
you know what I'm saying, but we here, bro.
Yeah, but that means that we as people in our communities, our families, right, we could do something about it. So if we see somebody that needs a coat, right, if we see somebody that needs a shoes, socks, somebody that need a little bit of money just to get them something hot to eat, we can do those things. We don't need a government to do that stuff. We can do that stuff on our own. So that's all I'm saying, is that with all that's happening, because I'm surprised Ike didn't say this. So what are we gonna do? That's what we can do.
Well, I did say that what we could do is use our platform to discuss these ideas and what's going on, to bring it to somebody else probably wasn't paying attention to what's really going on. Like, for me personally, I don't watch the news, man. I haven't watched TV in over a year. I refuse. You understand what I'm saying? It messes with my mental, man, and I need peace in my life, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's a real thing, bro. That's a real thing. That's a
No,
real
no,
thing.
no. I
Yeah.
need peace in my life, man. And I'm being honest with you, bro. I haven't watched. I can't tell you what's going on in the NBA. I can't tell you what went along with football this past season. I don't know. I haven't watched a game of football game. I watched some highlights on my phone, but that's about it. You know what I'm saying? I look at. I love when Cowboys lost. You know what I'm talking about, Calvin. Um, and I watch my Steelers. You know what I'm saying? They win. That's about it. I don't really check up on nobody else's team. Oh yeah, the Giants won. Okay, cool. I'll be like, hey, my Dean, my boy Ike, they Giants fans. So I give them props, Kareem.
Yeah, it wasn't many of those, but
You're
Nah.
right. You know what I'm saying? So 49ers is my old team. Hey, 49, give them props. That's M team too, But I haven't watched it, man, because I just hate the fact that all right, so I'm Jamaican, man. Proud Jamaican. We've been having the Cuban health system in our jurisdiction for years. We talk about somebody 40 something years, man. They Cuban health system. They come to Jamaica, man. They do some things. They perform. It's a miracle for Jamaica, right? Because Jamaica doesn't have as much nurses and doctors to do our community to due diligence, right? We don't have that now. Now, because the American system got to these idiots, these sellouts. I call them in Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? And I could call it what the hell I want to call them. They sellouts. You know what I'm saying? They pat in their pockets and they make the Caribbean looking bad. You understand what I'm saying? And they one of the worst governments. You know what I'm saying? Parliament in the Caribbean right now. They're not doing. There's nothing for the people. Nothing for the people. Yes, us Jamaicans, we're not patient. Yes, we want certain things to be done properly. But if we're not getting that, look what just happened to Jamaica. Millions of dollars. And people still living up today without electric. People still living under uh nothing. People still
Half done houses. Yeah.
no, not even half done house, Kareem. They live in the thing that you put the plastic thing that you put over
Tart.
turf, whatever you call it. Yeah.
Tart. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's people still because people from the states and a lot of these athletes and DJs and singers, YouTubers, they buy these things in bulk and send it to these people. The Chinese people, they give those to these people. You know what I'm saying? Our people give those to these people, and that's what they could type over their house. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep the water out. And mosquitoes, sometimes you can't really keep mosquito out and stuff like that. They still living like that even up to today. And this happened in October. There's not a thing in place to distribute this money that people give to the people of my island. You know what I'm saying? So now you're gonna take it away. You're gonna take these doctors away because you didn't sign an MOU because the US tell you not to really mess with them because Cuba is the next thing. They're gonna try to replicate Cuban feather. You know what I'm saying? Because all these years American Cuba never see eye to eye. So now we want to go down there. We want to go ruffle their feathers down there and all that stuff. For what? Jamaica, they lose out on it. Jamaica did what Trinidad did. They're sellouts. They're sellouts. In my opinion.
Cuba is next on the list, man.
Cuba's next on the list.
For
Cuba's
this
next on the list. You know what
not
I'm saying?
wars, but
Yeah. You know what I'm
for
saying?
attack.
So this guy, man, Kareem President is doing some things that I don't understand. I don't you know what I'm saying? I wish somebody would just catch him outside and just beat his ass. Excuse my language. I can't say.
Listen, a couple people tried to get him, man.
Yeah.
Which again probably wasn't real, but
It wasn't real, man. It wasn't real.
Yeah, that's all for sure.
Well, we get
but
yeah.
But like Trina said, man, his health may take him out before time does. So we'll see.
But man, he's a God, man. We just got to continue to pray.
But here's the thing, y'all. See, this is what people not see. This. I think y'all know this. So I'm just gonna say,
yeah,
there are people the second time around who have. It's like If it walks like a duck, it looks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, it must be a duck, right? So during the first administration, y'all saw like an example of what could happen or what did happen. And so you bring somebody on again, and now this person ups the ante? Like
because
what?
because the reality is there's a large portion of Americans that like it, that think like that,
Yeah.
that feel like white people's power is disappearing. It feels they understand that America is browning, um, and white power essentially is the phrase, right? Is going to no longer exist unless they do something right now.
My
Unless they
professor
start
talked about that,
killing,
bro.
yeah, unless they start
Yeah,
killing
he
off
talked about that.
people, right?
Mhm.
Like unless they start making sure that um, they're utilizing this thought process of people that live in these rural towns, right? These rural areas that don't got nothing except for the fact that except for their hate for black people or people of color, and they're utilizing that and weaponizing that to make sure that they have those votes enough to make sure that those that actually have power stay in power, and that's what we're witnessing right now. And there's still a great number of people, black and brown people, that aren't taking it seriously by going out and voting and utilizing their voice and utilizing their power. And those that are listening to this foolishness and have lived for the last 200 years to think that they are in power, think that they're superior, want to make sure that they maintain that. So they're going to continue to get up and vote only on election day. They're going to make sure, like if the president says, I need to have a passport to vote, that I'm going to go spend my last $85 on a passport instead of getting food this week, right? While he's sitting in a mansion, doesn't even understand. He's sitting in the White House and spending your taxpayers' money to dig a hole and knock down the existing building, right? To do and defy Congress and defy the judicial system and do everything that he wants to do. Again, just playing politics, playing power, playing Mr. Burns and The Simpsons, right? And taking advantage of the situation that he's in. Like this is the reality that we're living in right now, man. And it's really sad. So, if for our black and brown people, don't go out and support another black and brown person, man. Just get out and vote for somebody else that doesn't have these ideologies. That's my takeaway for today, man. Like utilize your voice. We got these midterm elections that are coming up that could flip the Senate. So make his last 2 years horrible, right? Get Democrats in office in these swing states. There's a lot that can happen, but will we get out and vote? Will we get out and try to reclaim power? I have absolutely no idea, man. I hope so, but we'll see.
Well, there's a couple things that are true. America's browning. This is a land of immigrants originally, and there will be more immigrants. And just think about this and ask yourself this. This is just for people that's watching. Would you elect somebody because they say they want to improve the economy, but then they'll turn around and they'll deport your cousin? Just think about it.
Or improve the economy and then turn around and make $3 billion on cryptocurrencies in front of your face in the first 100 days in office, and you struggling to eat, and you can't buy gas no more because gas prices are up.
Oh, and we can't be giving folks welfare because they lazy.
And would you vote for somebody that goes out and starts a very short term conflict,
Very
right?
short,
but won't send their child into this conflict?
Yeah.
He has two kids that are eligible for to enter in the war, and how many of them are going to or I won't say war, but the conflict, and how many of them are signing up to defend their country? Rich people don't go to war. He
Nope.
didn't go to war, right?
They cause it. They
People
make
find
it.
ways around it, but gladly send your kids there, and gladly, you welcome them back home, whether it's in a box or if they come in broken up or bent up. But again, it's not their kids that they're sending off. So keep that in mind.
Are messed up too in the head.
Yeah.
That's the part that troubles me is above anything. Whatever term or phrase you like to call it anything but war, no matter. I get it. There's scales to it. You're talking scales and things of that nature in terms of the level of conflict. But anytime you're talking lives, there's a phrase that has been used in every arena I've ever been around and associated with, and it's called skin in the game. And so when you don't have skin in the game, you can't appreciate, what's happening the same way. Like you again. So it's all what was it was a movie in the 90s. LL Cool J was in it. And it was like was it Toy Soldiers, where it was like as if they were, again, it's all a game. You know what I mean? Like you can't. The idea of sending people's children and loved ones, man, behind false flag operations, like it's just that I have an issue with. You know what I mean? You send people over there thinking that they're really going and defending democracy, and it's really about defending the deep pockets. You know what I mean? I'm not talking, and I'm not talking in the sense that the dollar overall benefits, because if that was the case, then we'd all benefit. These conflicts, and to everyone's point that we've talked about, these wars, right? They benefit deep pocketed people. You know what I mean? At the expense of poor people.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't hear you though.
Lives of poor people. You know what I mean?
They don't hear you though.
And
shout it out, baby.
And James Rennick, hey, listen, get with us. You know what I mean? Let's
I just sent him a message, bro.
Let's talk.
What that?
Frat. He's James. You and Neil still?
Oh,
I think you've been there for a minute.
Yeah, hey, shout out, baby. Shout it out.
All right, yeah, let's shout it out, bros. I'll go since I'm talking. All right, first things first. Want to shout out to my lovely wife. That's why Bala smiling like that. Shout out to my wife, Brandy Hayes.
I didn't even say nothing.
I know you didn't have to say that. You just smiled like a Cheshire cat. I already know. I already know what time it was.
Smile like a what?
Cheshire cat.
Another big
the cat with the big smile, but it looked kind of evil.
I don't know. They probably have those in the suburbs.
It's an American thing.
Oh, okay. Like your president, he probably had one of them. Got you. I understand.
Yo, people come up to me and say, "Yo, hey man, your president." I'm like, listen, man, it's not my president. It's a president. So this weekend, my wife and I, we did a taping with Dr. Wanda Cooper for her podcast, live podcast with Dr. C. It is out right now. It is on YouTube. You can catch it on my page, on definitely her page for sure. My wife, check it out. I'm talking about our journey because it's a journey with both of us, even though I was the one physically affected by it, but it affected both of us. And kids and I, absolutely, and y'all as well. So check that out. Also too, we're gonna work on a book this summer. So y'all keep us in y'all prayers about that. Next thing, my daughter had an undefeated modified A season. Shout out to her and her team. Thank you very much.
Shout out, shout out.
Yep. Also, they were undefeated in the tournaments as well. During the breaks. So shout out to them and their coaches and everybody that's involved. My son, they had a 20-game winning season, and they made it all the way to the championship last weekend and lost in the championship. But these boys played up. They were fifth grade playing sixth graders. So shout out to them and their coaches for doing a fantastic job doing that. And then lastly, because we'll be on next week, is today I completed my IRB application and was approved. Yes, sir. So I can now move forward with my project. And if any of you that are watching know my story, know that this is a big deal because I started this before I went into the hospital. So it's good for to be at this point now. So if anybody knows black college presidents, yeah, be on the lookout for that.
That's what's up.
Yo, speaking of that, we had two, through the Rochester hosting the classic, right? The HBCU classic here. The president of Lane College, that was here this year.
My mom's school.
Yeah, he's black. And he D9, so you know what I mean. You might plug in with him. I believe the representative that we have from Central was not the president, but she was also black. She's the AD, but I'm sure if you looked it up, you might find that the president of Central is African American as well. So you know what I mean. And again, Central will be back this year for the classic because they had a 3-year commitment to so this will be year 3 for them. So again, just
Lane coming back?
I don't know if Lane is coming back, especially after the way they got beat pretty good.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, Central State put it on them.
Okay. Central State has won the last 2 years, right? Or no?
No, they lost first year and won this year.
Oh, okay. That's
so
dope.
plug. I just be locally. Being in Rochester, you can immediately, and then that might open the next connection or next couple of opportunities for you as well.
I appreciate that.
Speaking of sports and kind of shout outs,
I left that for you because I was gonna say it, but I left that for you.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the Monroe Red Jackets for winning the Section 5 title in basketball. So Section 5 title in football, state championship in football, and then to follow it up with a sectional title in basketball as well. And they had to
1882, right?
Yeah, to do
good year
back to back and win sectionals. And I want to shout out this young brother. There were a few of the basketball players also are on the indoor track team.
Mm-hmm.
And states for track was this past weekend as well. So and that was actually down in Staten Island.
Okay.
So you're talking about a 5-6 hour drive and competing down there. They actually won their heat, but there was something in terms of the time. They weren't one of the 4 fastest times, even though they won their heat. They didn't make the finals, but they were down there to compete it, but still made it back to compete in the sectional championship game.
Oh wait, they run indoor track and play basketball.
Yes,
at the same. Wow.
Yeah, and the tournament MVP
Yes.
was young Brian Walker, who
Yeah.
again competed down in Staten Island for the States. Got up. His dad brought him back on the road. So shout out to Justin Walker for
Yes,
what I mean.
sir.
Like that. Listen, that's a heck of a, you know what I mean. You talking about driving down to compete in the States and then to make sure, his young man got back to compete in the sectional title game, and he delivered. And not only did they win, he won tournament MVP, and it just speaks to his dedication. He's also again a standout receiver on that played in it. So you're talking about a state championship and now a sectional title, as well as competing in the states in track. Man, it's up, and I can't leave out Coach Terrell Cunningham, who coached, who's the head varsity football coach as well as the varsity basketball coach as well. So he's had a heck of a run here at Monroe, man. So shout out to you, Coach, man. Salute, on the great work that you're doing for these young men and with these young men, and to that end, shout out to Principal Muhammad and everybody. Shout out to Dub, man. Frat, listen, PA's finest.
Yes, sir.
You cannot have this level of success without there being an entire building of people supporting and surrounding and backing and pushing what's going on, and Monroe definitely has that. So
not only the building, parents too.
Oh, absolutely. Man, they got
shout out the parents. Shout out the parents. Don't forget them.
Absolutely, the parents. You know what I mean? Again, because all the practicing and making running the games and whatnot and back and forth. So
training.
So absolutely. So absolutely, shout out to the parents. They have a dynamic booster club of made up of parents. You know what I mean? Who make it happen for them. So shout out to that entire program, the family that is Monroe. You know what I mean? Or as they call it, the Row.
I need an invite from the road, man, to come cook at one of y'all games.
I'm always inviting people, bro.
Hey, Dub, Dub, you got to put me on, Dub. You already know what I do.
You got to show up. That's all you got. They got the food.
No, I ain't got to show up, man. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying?
Listen,
invite.
You got to talk to Dub, bro. You got his number.
Yeah. Anyway, it may be. You finished?
Yeah. Oh, with the sports, but shout out to my wife, man.
Man. I was like, you slipping.
No. No, I gotta shout her out, man.
No couch for you tonight.
Yeah, nah, man. Actually, I hope I know she's watching, but I hope she's resting. She's getting on the road. Her and my mother-in-law are gonna be driving to Memphis starting in the early morning. So we send in prayers for traveling grace and mercies, and that they have a safe trip down and back. So shout her out for my mother-in-law was going down, and she said she ain't gonna let her mama drive by herself. So, she and I know she a road warrior, so she gonna drive a good chunk of that. You know what I mean? So, so shout out for her to just again amazing wife, daughter, sister, friend, auntie, she godmom, all of that. So, gotta shout her out and to my boys, man, just again. We gonna be ripping and running, but we gonna hold it down for mommy this week. Cool. And shout out to you brothers, man. Again, all the amazing work you doing, bRho, Kareem, and all the amazing stuff he's doing. I'm gonna circle back around to Kareem 1 second, but Isaac, y'all don't know, like Isaac is a low key dude, but dude is a tremendous leader. So shout out to this man and his leadership and our bureau hosted a resource fair for the city of Rochester a couple Saturdays ago, man, and it was the turnout was outstanding. A lot of youth were connected to a lot of different programs, resources, and opportunities for this summer and beyond. So again, continue success to this great leader in the person of Mr. Isaac Bliss, man. Again, dad, husband, and all that you do, bro. Much respect and salute to you. Um,
Appreciate it.
Mr. International, keeping us updated on what's going on, not just here, but around the world. So appreciate you, and again, amazing dad you are, and brother as well.
Yes, sir.
Uncle,
Appreciate it.
for sure. And then to my guy Juice. My brother Wallace would have been his 50th birthday would be the 22nd of this month. And so it's crazy. It kind of full circle moment to before he went in and have his procedure. We had a conversation about this project that I had in my heart to do to celebrate my brother's 50th birthday. What would have been his 50th birthday, and he was like, "Man, I'm so excited! I can't wait to do this." And this was then. We all know he goes in and the complication challenges he has, and the Lord really, really helped me get through my own, struggle with how serious the health issues he was facing was by reminding me. He said, didn't y'all plan a project to do? And I said, yeah. And he said, well, y'all got projects to do. So, so that was kind of my anchor in getting me through, a lot of the kind of emotional roller coaster you go through when seeing your brother go through like that. So, and we started the project, you know what I mean? So bro was here this weekend. So it was just, it was amazing, and I appreciate you, bro. I'm looking forward to it and excited about what we doing and what we got going on, and so yeah, I appreciate it, and looking forward to just again the amazing work that's coming out of it.
I'm gonna come emotionally prepared next time because I didn't emotionally prepare, so I'll be prepared this time.
Yes, sir.
Hey man, shout out to y'all brothers, man, for continuing doing the Lord work, man. It's always nothing but love, blessings, and charity, man. A store upon us as individuals, but as brothers. We have our families that we take care of, or we love. And shout out to Brandy, man. And I know Kareem, you was saying that doing your thing today. I watch it, man, and I know God gave you somebody that saved your life. You hear me? And shout out to my number, man. And you could tell she demands some stuff to happen. You know what I'm saying? And if she didn't demand it, bro, I don't know where you would be today. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day,
Mhm.
from what you guys say doing your podcast. So shout out to her. I want to send a big shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? Um, I know brother Ike, you just come back from a vacation, but I wish I have some money, man, to put you on another vacation without the kids this time. You know what I'm saying? So you could just lay down, just be lazy. I would have got you all the room service you could need, bro. And you just eat, relax, with your boxers and the TV remote. That's all you need. Something like this.
And no projects.
No projects. I even take your phone. I will even take your phone off. The only phone that you have is just to the wife, man. Is she gonna be there with you?
We going to the JA in June. So
All right, my
that's the
man.
plan.
You know what I'm saying? Cool. I respect that, man. My son, man. Lately, lately he didn't want to come hang out with me. So I told him, man, he's not gonna mess up my peace. You could go ahead, stay with his mama. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, listen, dude, you 8. You don't want to come hang out with me. I don't stress you. I just have rules. I have rules in my house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you want your iPad for 2 hours, you're gonna do some work for 2 hours. I have certain rules in my house. So guess he started crying tears, and I'm not built like that with all these crying tears. I said, bro, turn back and go to your mama, man. So that was Saturday. It was supposed to be here today, but I didn't see the mama drop him off, so I don't know. I didn't call to find out. You know what I'm saying? I listen. It happens. I'm in my space. My space is important. So he knows what's up. But my little princess, man, she's good. You know what I'm saying? She's good. She's her verbiage is improving every day. She's just, she's 3, man. And she's amazing. So I'm good with that. My mom is in JA. We have a family passed away out there. So she's
Sorry to
out
hear that,
there.
bro.
Yeah,
Wow.
happens, bro, man. It happens, man. And I'm asking you guys to pray. I just got news today that one of my cousin daughter, she has cancer. She's around 8 years old or 9 years old.
Wow.
10, probably 10. I think lymph node, something like that. Lymph node. I don't know if you guys can help me out.
Lymphatic.
Huh?
Lymphatic. Lymphatic.
Yeah. Yeah. So, they just saw her. I didn't want to put it out there like that, but I'm just asking for people to give a little prayer up for her. So I had to call my cousin to check in with her. It's a twin. She have a twin sister, but something happened to one of them. So I'm hoping that they catch it at a good time. I don't know the process of all those stuff, how that go, but me, I'm just tired of people dying, man, and just it's one of those things. I'm just tired of, what I'm saying. So for me, I don't mind putting it online. Like for me, I have my colonoscopy scheduled for the April 7th. I'm gonna put that out there. But I gotta go take some tests before. I gotta go to the cardiologist. They request for me to go to the cardiologist, man. So I'm gonna go there. I have an appointment with my doctor, my personal doctor tomorrow. So I know they're gonna draw a blood test. So I can't eat. So yeah, man. So that's what's going on with me, man. Shout out to Rochester, man. Miss Karen Pashali. Shout out to Toy Walker, Smith, Carla Facey, and everybody in the Rock, man. Love and respect to you guys, man. Peace. And my boy Brock. Shout out Brock too.
All right, man. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Just want to give a shout out to all my children, all 12 of them. Hopefully they up in bed sleep, but just super proud of them and watching them grow every day. I had to go. We had a beautiful day, so I had to go show them that my knees still work, and I beat up on Eli and Ava, who was playing a little 2-on-1 on the court. So I still got a couple cuts here and there, but I know I'm gonna pay for it tomorrow. But shout out to
Now your knee hurt.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I stumbled up the stairs, but I was able to get in the shower, so I'm a little bit better now. But yeah, it's great to be a father, man, and I know all you brothers can attest to that as well too, and just to be able to see your children grow and develop and become young boys, young girls, and young adults and teenagers. That's not a great phase, but getting through that and just kind of seeing them grow is a beautiful thing. So shout out to all of them. Of course, shout out to Ezra, who really is the glue to this family and making sure things move forward every single day. I don't know what kind of life my kids will have without her. She works and she'll come home and make sure that they get to every place that they need to go. And God knows they got a lot of places to get to. So, definitely just got to give her flowers every single day. And then, last but not least, I want to make sure that we shout out everybody that is listening to the sound of our voices. We're about an hour and 18 in. It's 10:20, so we're about 20 minutes over our normal time. But I did see Miss Trina, who just gave a comment not too long ago at 10:17. So the fact you're still rocking with us and you've been really rocking with us since like season 1 of Bro Talk, we definitely appreciate you. Clarence Shepard, definitely appreciate you too, bro. You've been rocking out with us, almost from the beginning as well. But everybody that chimed in the chat, Calvin, Darius, James, man, we appreciate all of you. everybody behind the scenes that you don't want to jump in the chat, but we know that you're there listening. It's we do this show, as an opportunity for bros to get together and talk. But knowing that it's having an impact and that individuals are enjoying, watching us spend this time together is really dope as well too. So again, we appreciate you all for tuning in, and peace and blessings to all of you.
Yo, they make 18 years that I joined my church. 18 years ago today, I joined my church.
Oh, congrats, bro!
Been there. That's a lifetime. You know what I mean? You're like 18 years. Like a kid grows up and graduates high school in that lifetime, in that length of time.
Yeah, man.
Been there 18 years.
Because you was a heathen.
In
the name of Jesus.
Hey, Kareem. Hey, Kareem. Yo, get off live, man. Cut the show off because don't let me get in your skin, boy. Okay? Please. Remember you had to call me. Remember you had to call me when you was in some certain. All right, man. Don't talk about my boy B like that.
I appreciate you, bro.
Don't worry. Turn this off, man. Cut this off, man.
All right, everybody. Good night.
Man. So let me tell people your business. You know what I'm saying? Talk about it. Hold on, boy.
He just logged up.
He done logged out himself, but then in the line.
What Brock have you doing, boy? Brock had you doing, boy. Oh, still alive. Jesus.
Yeah, hold on. We still alive.
Oh, Lord.
Now he got to log himself back in